Hi, good afternoon everybody. Edel here at Meath County Council. I was hoping to see some of the Meath County Councillors today, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make any contact with any of the councillors. In particular, Councillor Alan Laws. He did hold an open invitation that anybody that was concerned about the migrant situation, the open border situation, should make contact. So I am officially now trying to make contact with Councillor Laws, and indeed any of the councillors. Now, Councillor Laws made a video the other day that he was very, very concerned that a racist meeting had been held in Kells. The good people of Kells had come together to voice their fears over office blocks that were going to be proposed to be turned into an iPass centre, obviously completely unsuitable for human habitation, and no doubt, most certainly, you know, although we were told always for how many years now it was going to be women and children, there is no way that children, even with our disgraceful standards, were ever going to be put into an office block. So just in relation to Mr. Law's concerns, he voiced a lot of concerns. One was that perhaps there was racists attending the meeting. So just to allay his fears, having spoken to a lot of people at that rally and get together and information drop, I can assure him that it was mostly concerned parents, men and women of Kells and indeed of the area. So just to allay those fears. Secondly, I did look up the definition of racist in the Oxford Dictionary, and I couldn't actually find a definition as such. So, you know, again, maybe Mr. Laws could give us a correct definition, because this is a word now that's been bandied around all the time. Racist this, racist that. And if he can find a defined definition of the word, perhaps then we can, you know, allay some of the fears or open the discussion on what racist means. Does it mean that you're concerned about men, women and children? Does it mean you're concerned about your open borders? Does it mean about the rising exponentially of our crime rates? What does it actually mean when you voice your concerns? Now, I know Mr. Laws was very scathing of the fact that I personally stood as an independent for Meath County Council, and on many occasions in person I did have to ask him desist from physically, not physically I should say, I withdraw that, from verbally abusing me and laughing at the fact that I got 100 and whatever votes. Now, I did point out to him that you know, whoever the 100 and whatever people it was that gave me those votes, I am more than grateful. So to suggest that 100 and something votes from constituents in County Meath was something to be laughed at, you know, I would suggest to Mr. Laws that really might need something, you know, he may need to address and redress again, because to me every single vote counts and every single person in the community counts. So anyway, what I really came to see Mr. Laws was about, the other day he was very, very concerned, which is great. He was very, very concerned about the children in Kells, particularly migrant children who might be called a name when they were going to school. Now, I would say to him, I am so delighted to hear his concern for children. And I would love the opportunity to sit down now with Mr. Laws and indeed anybody else from Meath County Council, and let's look at the welfare of the children. Because what we discovered last year, just before the Christmas break, was that Roderick O'Gorman's department had lost 100 and something children, and that was just to January. So, and those files had gone missing. So I am more than happy now that Alan Laws, councillor in County Meath, has taken up to champion the rights of the children. And I really, as I say again, I'm really looking forward to discussing all those missing children with him and where can we go from there. Also, we also saw that some of the migrant children have ended up in brothels, so under the care of TUSLA. So again, I'm really, really happy now that Mr. Laws has taken on this mantle for the children, something I've been trying to do for years and years and years, and talk about the welfare of children. And so, you know, my attempts were obviously not good enough. I didn't have enough budget and money behind me to, you know, have massive campaigns to ask people to stand up and look into all the interests of the children, whether they be our own children here in Ireland who are suffering greatly with the lack of resources, or children that are coming in illegally. So, you know, I can only tell you how pleased again I am that Mr. Laws has now said that he is going to be the champion of the children, and that he is open to an invitation. He's looking for an invitation. So I invite him now to sit down with all the Say No groups, including the Kel Say No groups, and let's discuss the welfare of these children that are coming into the country. I'm really, really looking forward to that meeting. We can bring our statistics and our data. We can also bring much more statistics as to how our crime rate and crimes against children has escalated in the last 2 years plus. So look at, again, this is Edel here from Meath County Council, taking Alan Laws, fair play to him, up on his offer of sitting down and discussing with him the welfare of these children that are going in to, well, first of all, are coming across our borders, and secondly, that they are being put in iPass centres. We can't be guaranteed they're with their parents or their designated carers or their assigned carers. So, you know, this will be a really great opportunity now to sit down and discuss all these fears, and maybe he can allay some of our fears. So for now, guys, this is Edel here at Meath County Council. A great day. They're obviously not spraying the skies today. And God bless you all, and take care, and looking forward to helping to protect the children with Mr. Laws.